YouTube was good. It's your boy, Paul Harris, aka Crazy Uncle. Hey, guess what? If it's your first time tuning in, go ahead, hit the doggone subscribe button. Hit the notification bell every time I post some new content. Now, before anybody fellas get ruffled, no, this is not a Bible session. This is not a Sunday school session. This is not even a church session. And 9 times out of 10, depending on how I do this, YouTube is probably actually really going to tag me again. And instead of me actually really being out for a week, I'm probably going to be out for 2 weeks. But considering how I actually really feel about what I'm actually really going to talk about in here, I feel like that certain things have to be doggone addressed. So I'm actually really going to be reading from the book of Mark, chapter 16, starting at verse 15, going on with 18. Really paying attention to verse 18. And he said unto them, Go ye into the world and preach the gospel to every creature. He that believeth is baptized, shall be saved. But he that believeth not shall be damned. All these signs shall follow them that believe in my name. Shall thou cast out devils? They shall speak with new tongues. Verse 18, the one that you really need to pay attention to. And all of it for the most part. Thou shalt take upon serpents. And if thou drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. Thou shalt lay hands on the sick, and thou shalt recover. Now, a lot of y'all probably going to look at that and be like, okay, Paul Harris, Crazy Uncle, where you going with this? Well, if you actually really look at the latest and greatest thing that's actually really going on now, or let's just say that it has always happened. It has always been happening. It's just that for now, this is the latest and greatest that's going on right now. Right? They put it out there on the television screen to make you believe, to say, well, hey, guess what? This is what's happening. Right? You need to go do this. You need to go do that. You need to go do the other. Hey, guess what? It's safe. Speaking in new tongues. Hey, guess what? It's safe. Right? And it's just for the simple fact that you take upon the serpent. But once you actually really ID what the serpent is, or ID what type of serpent it really is, if you really ID what type of serpent it is, right, then are you actually really so quick to jump on what that particular serpent that you have ID'd, right? Are you so quick to jump to what they're trying to tell you? Let's actually really take this back to the Garden of Eden, right? When the same serpent that Eve ID'd. And she, after that serpent that she ID'd told her to bite into the olive. And yes, it was an olive, people. Right? But in another case, just note that the snake that she ID'd, or the serpent that she ID'd, told her, hey, guess what? You can take this. You can bite this. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you. And guess what the hell happened? Look at the situation that we're in now. But just know that the same serpent that we have ID'd has come back to hunt us. That same serpent that we have ID'd is telling us to bite in the same so-called apple. See how they get you? See how it got you? Makes you thinking that it was an apple, but in all actuality, it was an olive. Again, see how they do? This is how they do. What did Al Pacino say in The Devil's Advocate? Vanity is my greatest sin. How many of y'all actually really live by that? How many of y'all actually really paid attention to that? Right? Y'all thought that it was an apple. It's like, say, y'all actually really think money is worth something. But did you actually really pay attention to read the fine print on what money really is? Right? But then again, once you haven't ID'd the serpent, then you'll believe anything and everything what you see on television. You'll believe everything that the serpent that you have ID'd will tell you. You'll believe that any new medicines that they have came up with will actually really protect you from whatever is out there. You actually really believe that. Power of persuasion. Call it being hypnotized. Whatever it is that you actually really want to call it. Right? But just know that the serpent that you have ID'd has put the information out there. Right? Say, hey, look, put this out to the people. And actually really make the people believe that these medicines that are out there actually really help you live longer, make you stronger, right? Well, we all know that's not the deal. We all know that's not the deal. But then again, when you don't know how to ID the serpent, then you will believe anything what the serpent that you have ID'd will tell you. You will go out and take those medicines. Medicines that, for the most part, they really ain't too sure about. And for the most part, let's just look at it like this. This is something that's been going on for years. This is something that's been going on for years. Ain't nothing really guaranteed when when it comes to the world of medicine, especially if Big Mama ain't the one, especially if Big Mama is not administering the medicine or the medicines. But then, like I say, Big Mama gone. Big Mama been gone. What Bernie Mac said? He said, what? You're a grandma now when you're 24, great grandmama 36. Talking about I ain't babysitting shit. But that's what it is. Big Mama ain't here no more. Big Mama ain't here to tell you, say, hey, guess what? Let me take care of you. Grandma got you. Big Mama got you. Mother got you. Or Nana got you. Right? But she gone. So guess what? Since Big Mama gone and Papa gone, now guess what? You can't ID the serpent. And the serpent that you can't ID is running rapid. Right? So go ahead. Go ahead and take that serpent. Take upon that serpent that you haven't ID'd. Let him bite you. And see if you will survive. And if you do survive, you're going to be scarred. You're going to be scarred for life. So with that being said, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell Big Dad, tell Big Bertha, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa, motherfucker next door across the street around the corner. Thomas Harris, a.k.a. Crazy Uncle. I really hope that y'all actually really got some sense out of this one. Because if you didn't, guess what? You haven't ID'd the serpent. And guess what? He just bit your motherfucking ass. Till next time.